Hey, hey, hey. Ain't nobody on just yet. Nobody's here yet, y'all. Okay. So on the panel, we have some special guests who may or may not give input. We have Denise. Denise is dropping in and out. And we have our star players, Queen and Eb. This is about a young lady who passed away or was while she was in jail. Hey, break room. Thank you, baby. She passed away while she was in jail. And the circumstances under her passing away were just unbelievable. So these are the things that us as a community have to work together to try to stop or bring awareness to. Although this was a little bit older, there's so many more out there that we're going to probably be bringing about the current times and the current things. Earlier today was the black man who was killed in his door because of a wrong address, who we believe Karen um, initiated the knock of death to. So this story is unbelievable. So we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna jump right into it because I know y'all want to see what's going on.
And, when we think about the case or the lack of the case for Sandra Bland, who was a 28-year-old African American woman found hung in her jail cell in Waller County, Texas, back on July 13th, 2015, just 3 days after being
This was another lady who was arrested and didn't
arrested
make it.
during a traffic stop, despite her death also being ruled a suicide. It still left a lot of people with questions, um,
Okay.
unanswered questions at that, and a serious fear of just not being given fair and equal treatment, when being accused of a crime or even
See all the people. They have lots and lots of people, lots and lots of African Americans. Not only African Americans. There's a lot that are going through this. So the computer is doing it's fun.
being arrested. This is nothing new. I think we are all aware of so many things going on in the world right now as it relates.
I'm gonna fast forward past her talking because I don't even. I want to see the story.
To things dealing with law enforcement.
My bad. Two. I have two up. I have two up trying to decide which one wants to play. You guys, I'm so sorry. I was playing a different one while you guys are watching another one. I don't know.
When being accused of a crime or even being arrested. This is nothing new. I think we are all aware of so many things going on in the world right now as it relates to things dealing with law enforcement, etc. But this now brings us to the story of Tanisha Chappelle, who made it to the crime wall because her story definitely deserves to be told as well, because something is just not adding up. So if you're interested in hearing why there's so many things not adding up for Tanisha Chappelle, then please keep on watching. What was supposed to be a normal jail time or normal jail sentence would leave Tanisha Chappelle's family and daughter with so many unanswered questions. Tanisha Chappelle had an unfortunate run in with law enforcement, according to various reports. She led police on a 30-minute chase around 3 counties, later being arrested on charges for shoplifting due to a number of suspected stolen items that were stated to be valued at approximately $3,000 to $3,200. Now, this arrest would never allow for her to actually pay for her crimes with a normal sentence, normal probation, or whatever a judge would have seen fit if she was found guilty, because Tanisha died while incarcerated in jail. While serving her time, she would have constant contact with her family and at times try to, not worry them by reminding them that she's okay, she's going to be all right. Of course, she still wanted to bond out, which her bond was about $4,000. She just did not want, her family to worry, but she did hint to the fact that she felt some of her inmates did not like her because of the color of her skin. It all started when Tanisha was having these severe stomach pains and felt feverish and just very uncomfortable and began to act very lethargic. Her first plea for help was on July 15th, when she would get up the energy to hit the buzzer to inform officers that she was coughing or throwing up blood. And she even told them she left this in the toilet for them to see. Now, here is one problem that I already heard or realized when I was researching this story. Why would Tanisha feel she would have to leave evidence to prove that she's actually sick? I mean, I just don't understand. Is an inmate's word not good enough because they're in jail? That's not right. If someone's sick, they're sick. And I think people should take it seriously, no matter what. But it seems that she obviously knew how she would be treated, so she left evidence so that they would take her seriously. But according to reports, officers stated they did not see any blood or anything in the toilet at that time. Now, I'm having a hard time believing them after, watching these videos and hearing how, Miss Chappelle called multiple times for help, only to be told she was faking or she must did not want help at all. So I'm going to play some of the video so that you can hear just how bad she was treated. If you can't handle some of the things, that are very disturbing or, just very hurtful, I caution you to go ahead and exit from the video, because this video is very hurtful to hear how another human being can just be treated. So I'm going to go ahead and play that now.
Y'all be careful. She hit the box. This is very, very heart wrenching. Okay, very, very heart wrenching. So I just want you guys to know that if you cannot take it, please at any time just leave and come back. Okay. But it's heart wrenching. It really is gut wrenching, should I say? She told the box repeatedly, over and over and over. We all heard it. Okay, that she needed help. Yes. I need help. What? I need help. What do you need help with? What? My stomach. What? My stomach. With your what? Your stomach? Yes. I mean, I don't know what you want me to do unless you're talking up something crazy. I need a nurse. Huh? I need to go to the hospital. She's like, I need to go to the hospital. I need to go to the hospital. Do what? I need to go to the hospital. You gotta go to the bathroom. I need to go to the hospital. To the hospital? He's playing with it. What's wrong? I'm throwing up blood. I'm throwing up blood. You're throwing up? Blood. And she was very adamant about needing to go to the hospital.
Yeah. I need to go to the hospital. Do what? I need to go to the hospital. Like everyone, like we could hear her hollering for help and stuff. I'm dehydrated. My whole bucket is full with vomit. I'm throwing up blood. Yeah. Did you hear me? Yeah, I called my sergeant. She was making a big deal. I spoke to the sergeant. He said that the nurse will see you in the morning. Yeah. I'm throwing up in my sleep. And the guards come back there or check on her like when they did their walkthrough, nobody gave a shit. No one cared. What's your name? Alrighty. She was screaming help me, and we laughed at her. I need help. I need help. I need help.
Now, as you can hear, she was in pain for hours. And I don't know if you've ever experienced being so sick that you're, lethargic, you're hot, you can't stay in one place. You even want to take all your clothes off because you just don't feel comfortable and you feel sick. I mean, from looking at these videos, this is what I saw. I'm not even a doctor, and I could tell something was really, really wrong with her, and she was trying her best to tell them to get her help. I mean, who would want to be in their own vomit and in their own waste just to be faking to go see a nurse or even go to the hospital? I mean, they have to make it make sense, and right now it just really is not. So at one point, the officers decided to open her cell, and I believe these were two female officers, and they also refused to give her help. And this went on for some time, and her condition just continued to get worse. You could hear how she sounded so weak and frail. And based on Tanisha's social media sites, I'm going to put some of these videos in here. She was not one to beg or need help. I mean, homegirl was pretty confident in herself. Her pictures showed that she was a bad girl. Like she didn't need anybody to help her. She was, somebody who was confident out, doing her thing and living life. And I just, to hear her voice on those videos just truly shows me that she could not have been well. She was really in pain and hurting. Now, other inmates even called on behalf of her because they also recognized something was really wrong. So if the officers felt that she was faking, I guess she ended up getting other people to go in with the cahoots or making them all feel that everyone, was faking on behalf of Tanisha. And this is why I'm telling you, some of these events just do not add up. She was, according to documents as of 8:45, finally seen by the jail nurse, Ed Rutan, who supposedly just left Tanisha some Tylenol because he felt that there was nothing really wrong with her. I just don't understand. I mean, even I've been to the doctor before and they just look at you and can tell if you're lethargic. And I mean, just from watching this video, I can tell she was very
Wait, what part of
weak and
stomach
just
ache?
not able to.
What part of stomach ache requires Tylenol? I have not known any stomach ache that hurts that bad or whatever. Have your can't keep any food down, any liquid down, where Tylenol solves it. Tylenol will make you sicker because you don't have anything on your stomach. Oh my goodness gracious.
Hold herself up. Now, this would equal about 8 times that Tanisha called and begged for help, with her last call being made at 12:17 p.m. And get this, she even said, "Can you hold my hand?" I mean, how much more can you be begging for help when you say, "Can you please hold my hand?" This woman has cried, "I need help." This woman has cried, "My stomach." This woman has cried, "I need to go to the hospital," to the point where her last cry was, "Can you hold my hand?" Now, the 2 female officers that did come to her door, once again saying she was faking, told Tanisha that if she didn't get dressed herself, that she could just sit there and suffer. I mean, how can a person be asked to get themselves dressed when they're telling you they barely can stand up? If you looked at the video, she was falling. She could not keep her balance. I mean, once again, this is some questionable behavior. And an ambulance would finally make it to the jail roughly 24 hours. 24 hours after Tanisha first complained of her pain and suffering. And unfortunately, she went into cardiac arrest at Schneck Medical Center and passed away at the age of 23 on July 16th, leaving behind a beautiful daughter and so many loved ones. Now, doctors at this hospital initially indicated that Chappelle might have been poisoned from some type of ingredient that's common to household cleaners. Various reports also stated that inmates had access to cleaning supplies to clean their cells. Could she have been poisoned by someone who had some type of beef with her? I mean, we'll never know until this case really, gets raveled and people start, really getting in there and finding out what really happened. We hope that the family gets the answers that they need and they get the outcome that they are looking for, because they have filed suit now. The case was investigated by Indiana State Police and, get this, has since been closed. The prosecutor felt that no one at the jail, none of the officers, did anything wrong as it related to their job functions, while poor Tanisha begged for help for hours and hours and hours. A life was lost because others felt she was faking it or just didn't treat her symptoms as if they were real. Now, African American women have been known to have a harder time getting treated fairly from the health industry overall. And these details seem to speak to the same type of abuse or lack of equality that Tanisha did deserve. People are looking for jobs, and this just shows that independent people should be put into some of these facilities to be able to support and give the type of empathy needed for inmates. Because when it comes to their overall health, I mean, how can we ask the people who are there to supervise them to also be able to understand their health needs? I mean, I don't think they're the right people, and I just don't understand the system. This case or this, situation is really just it's scary. It's scary to know that.
Okay, it's extremely scary. So I'm gonna go a little
If you are watching this video, family felt happened all along.
Okay,
10-year-old daughter stood next to her.
Okay, so she was 23. She was 23 when this happened. Okay. Now that's the second day that I told you the life was lost senselessly. But let me give you a little bit more information on what happened to Tanisha. I have more information. I have a more graphic video. I'm trying to decide, do I want to pull those? I'm gonna show you. I'm just going to show you just a few of them. This poor baby, any guard would have known that something was wrong. Okay, so this is one recording. It's 3 minutes and 17 seconds. And this, I'm going to show you guys this. And I have, not too many. I'm not going to show a lot of them. but then I want to show you the information. It's strange like this guy. Okay, this, let me fast forward. This is her, if it's gonna play. Anyway, this is just like how she was in the jail cell, where they should have known.
Hours into Jackson County Jail, naked, collapsing, hitting her.
For some reason, when I play on StreamYard, it's not letting me play my videos like they're supposed to. I'm sorry. I even thought it was my internet. I'm playing this other video. Well, we're trying to.
Her head covered in her own waste and
What video?
About her being in the cell.
begging for help.
To the hospital.
The
You
new
see her
calls
on the
released
bed?
by her family's attorney begin at 8:34 p.m. July 15th. That's roughly 20 hours before she died.
I'm throwing up blood. Throwing up blood? Yeah, I left it in the toilet so y'all can see. It's the second time. I overlooked it today. The first time, but it's happening again.
She could have
Chappelle
been
was called
saved at that
11 more times.
I didn't even want the guards to come back here, please.
She could have been saved at that point.
Need help. What do you need help with?
Look at the attitude.
What? My stomach. What?
He hear her.
My stomach. With your what? Your stomach? Yes. I mean, I don't know what you want me to do unless you're coughing up something crazy.
Chappelle spent the night throwing up, was told the nurse would see her in the morning. This call at 9:55 a.m.
This is sad.
Call 2.
If she needs something, she'll have to hit the button.
Despite the begging her condition and telling them at least
She been
5
hitting the
times
button
about the
all
blood,
night.
Chappelle is dismissed.
It's just making a sense that you're faking it. So if you're not gonna get up and get dressed, we're gonna leave you alone. And you can sit here and just suffer.
This last call she makes, asking for a bit of empathy.
She was dying right there.
Those calls were difficult to listen to. No state criminal charges have been filed in this case yet, John.
And that's
Okay, it seems odd that this has gone on for so long without knowing the actual cause of death. What do you know about that, and what's next?
It is mysterious because the cause of death was actually undetermined. So now all eyes are on the feds to see if they open up a civil rights violations case. But of course, you know, they don't confirm or deny those kinds of investigations on the record. But we are waiting to see what their next move will be.
Okay, all right, thank you.
okay. Now, so they're waiting. Notice they said the feds are waiting to confirm or deny what their findings, basically. Okay, so here is the newest information. I'm going to give you the information. One second. Ebony, I'm gonna play the new information, the last one that we got, the last one that we just seen. Now these files were
On the
sent to
tab,
this to
or we just like
yeah.
it. Hey,
Yeah. These files were sent to the news by the
what
family.
was that that you found that you even?
Huh?
I said, who was that was up here with us?
That's Denise and Dree fell. She dropped down for a minute. You know, she's
Oh,
she's trying to work it out, work a little bit. Okay, but she'll be back. Okay, so this is the last findings of what happened to her. Let me see. It'll take a minute. Now my internet is really not this slow. If I turn off StreamYard, it just speeds, it just goes, but I don't know.
These files by the Chappelle family's attorney, Sam Aguiar. He got them through a subpoena of Indiana State Police. We'll use their investigation and the prosecutor's report to give context to these clips. But first, we want to warn you, they may be upsetting to hear.
I'm throwing up blood. I'm sorry? I'm throwing up blood. You're throwing up blood? Yes, I left it in the toilet so y'all can see. What's your name? Tanisha Chappelle. Okay. You keep on doing it? This is my second time. I overlooked it today. The first time, but it's happening again. Okay. I'll have somebody come back there and look at you, okay? Okay.
That first call for help came on July 15th. The investigation from the Jackson County prosecutor says a jail employee did not see blood when they checked on her. Later that night, after lockdown, her cellmate called for help.
Hey, my buddy's back here showing up.
In the next 13 hours, Chappelle tells jail staff, I need to go to the hospital 6 times, and that she needs help 14 times.
I need help. What do you need help with? My stomach. What? My stomach.
Overnight, the
sorry, we gotta
prosecutor's
keep hearing
report
this
and
out.
ISP investigation found 5 occasions where jail employees went to Chappelle's cell to check on her. At 8:45 the next morning, it says a nurse found her vitals were normal. By 1 o'clock, it says she was placed in a private holding cell, checked on repeatedly. At 3:15, they called an ambulance. She got to the closest medical center at 4 p.m. Documents show they started an IV and ordered tests, but she died around 5:45 that night. The report shows staff at the Schneck Medical Center had a range of theories, from sickle cell disease to the possible ingestion of antifreeze. But a forensic pathologist could not prove those theories. An autopsy found her manner of death was undetermined. In October, her family filed suit against Jackson County Jail employees, a police commander in the jail, and Sheriff Rick Meyer. We reached out to Meyer for comment and did not hear back. In December, the county prosecutor found no crimes were committed in the death of Tanisha Chappelle. In Louisville, Tom Lally, WHAS 11, on your side.
Oh wait,
By the way, you can read the full report from the
Oh,
prosecutor. Go to WHAS11.com
I'm sorry.
and
That was
click
not
on this
what I
story.
wanted to show y'all. I thought I pushed the
A
wrong.
black woman dying in her jail cell.
Hold on, guys. That was not it. I'm so sorry. My fault. That's me. Bad me. Please forgive me. It must have it clicked over when I was trying to make it go play. Okay. What I'm going to show you is her last the update. Okay. That's what I meant to show you. The new evidence. I'm so sorry. My stupid computer did it. It wasn't-
Mission.
War.
I'm not gonna push it this time. Might click over again.
Our enemy is designed for one purpose.
Can y'all see it? You see it? F.
Wonderful.
Let's go. It's coming. I swear my computer or my internet is not this slow. Hold on, let me push. Come on. These stupid ads get on my nerves. But everybody got to get their bills paid, right?
She was begging for help in her jail cell.
Okay. One time, I promise.
To the hospital.
New evidence in the mysterious death of Tanisha Chappelle.
The
tapes, the footage was highly tempered.
It's been almost a year since the 23-year-old mother
That the
died
footage was
in this
tampered with.
Jackson County jail. She'd been vomiting and was lethargic for 16 hours before she was taken to the hospital. The case was eventually closed and her cause of death was ruled undetermined, but shocking new jailhouse interviews and letters from inmates, it could point to a racially motivated crime. I'm Justin Carter. This is a TSR Investigates update.
Did y'all see it? Denise, put a 1 in the chat if you can
On
see it.
July 16, 2021, surveillance video captured
That's a yeah.
Tanisha Chappelle laid out on the floor of the Jackson County jail. She was pleading for help.
Can you come do something? What's up? Do you not see that we got a naked lady on the floor here?
She was vomiting, moaning in pain, and at one point, so sick, she stumbled and struck her head on her metal bed frame.
Yep.
Her cries for help to get to the hospital went unheard until it was too late.
I need help.
Tanisha ultimately died. Hospital emergency room staff first noted her symptoms were similar to antifreeze poisoning. Despite reports of Tanisha likely suffering from, quote, probable toxicity from an unknown substance, testing done by another crime lab concluded that there were no chemicals found in her system, and the Jackson County prosecutor wrote in his report that no crimes were committed by the inmates or employees of the Jackson County Jail.
The system was very wary. Like, she will always let the guards know, let the jailers know that, hey, I'm going in the shower. I'm on camera just in case they try to do anything.
The Shade Room got a hold of a taped interview with a former inmate of the Jackson County Jail. She says another inmate named Sylvia Terry admitted to poisoning Tanisha. She said it was racially motivated.
Uh-oh.
There was a constant racial thing going on, but they got the guards back there, and the guards didn't give a damn. Sylvia didn't care. Megan McIntosh didn't care. Amanda Burton didn't care. And Mia DeGumia. Those are the ones that tormented her. Megan McIntosh made a noose out of some old material or whatever that Sylvia had. As a matter of fact, when the day that I got moved into the pod with Kimberly Rosales, one of the guards had walked in there and told Tanisha to get her bicep off the bed. Then Sylvia snapped on everybody, well, basically Tanisha, and said there ain't nobody gonna do nothing unless they go through me. Tanisha didn't come back out of the room much that night. And within a few hours, she was getting really sick.
They put a target on her back, and they supposed to hash this plan. And it was only supposed to make her really sick.
In this letter, another inmate wrote that there were two other inmates that devised a plan, and they spiked her, quote, stuff with cleaner, and they contaminated her pop, pickle juice, and food. It goes on to say that they never meant to kill her, just wanted to make her sick so they could take Tanisha out of their pod. Our investigation sent social media into an uproar. It got the attention of celebrities like Viola Davis, who spoke out about this. Viola Davis wrote, quote, Tanisha, you were failed on every level. This is blatant disregard for human life. Adding to the family's heartache, photos of the jail staff have since emerged, allegedly having a potluck while Tanisha was suffering in a cell nearby.
We ain't gave up yet. We ain't giving up yet.
What started as a criminal case now has evolved into a civil case. Tanisha's family says that they will be marching to the Jackson County Jail on July 16th, 1 year to the day that she died. They say they will not stop and will continue to press the FBI and the Department of Justice in the fight to hold both the Jackson County Jail and those inmates accountable.
Do Black women's lives really matter? Do we really matter? Do we? I ask myself that every day. Do my life really matter? Because people walk around like, oh, it's not me, so I don't care about them.
Absolutely.
You know, it's like no one wants to stand up and be a team, be as one, and let's fight for the right reasons.
We have reached out to the Jackson County prosecutor for a comment. We're still waiting to hear back. For TSR Investigates Updates, I'm Justin Carter.
Now, I want to go back a little bit.
I'm on camera just in case they try
I want to go back to
The
this.
Jackson County prosecutor wrote in his report that
they,
no crimes were
this
committed
part.
by the inmates pleading for help.
Can you? We got a naked.
One point, someone
Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna go back to this. I want y'all to pay attention to this. Small part, but it's very important.
Poisoning. Freeze poisoning.
Right.
Despite reports of Tanisha likely since testing done by another crime found in her system, and the Jackson said no crimes were committed of the Jackson County Jail.
System was very wary.
I
Like she
gotta
will
find this
always
small part. You know,
Testing done by another freeze poisoning. Despite first noted her symptoms were similar to antifreeze poison late.
before she
For
went to
help to get to the hospital went unheard until it was too late. Tanisha ultimately died. Hospital emergency room staff first noted her symptoms were similar to antifreeze poisoning. Despite reports of Tanisha likely suffering from, quote, probable toxicity from an unknown substance, testing done by another crime lab concluded that there were no chemicals found in her system, and the Jackson County prosecutor wrote in his report that no crimes were committed by the inmates or employees of the Jackson County Jail.
system was very wary. Like she will always let the guards know, let the jailer, just in case they try to do anything.
The taped interview with a former inmate of the Jackson County Jail, she says another inmate named Sylvia Terry admitted to poisoning Tanisha. She said it was racially motivated.
It was a constant racial thing going on, but they got the guards back there, and the guards didn't give a damn. Sylvia didn't care. Megan McIntosh didn't care. Amanda Burton didn't care. And Mia DeGumia. Those are the ones that tormented her. Megan McIntosh made a noose out of some old material or whatever that Sylvia had.
Okay. So if anybody is wondering what a noose is a loop at the end of a rope in which the knot tightens under load and can be loosened without untying the knot. The knot can be used to secure a rope to a post, pole, or animal, but only when their end is in position that the loop can be passed over. Okay, so that's what a noose is. I'm going to show you also what a noose is, but I just want to take it down first before while I pull the search up. This is okay. So this is what a noose is. Hold on. Oh no, I definitely don't want that picture. I'm gonna show you what a noose is, but I have to pull up the correct picture. I can't just pull up any picture. It would be very bad. I'll use Wikipedia for it. This is a noose, guys. That's what a noose is. As she was saying, it was very racially motivated. The girl told her something about get your black ass down. In the video. So we all know what that means. She had no chance, basically. They poisoned her food. And I was telling some of the girls that in jails, a lot of times they have inmates that pass out the food and the drinks and the commissary, which is the store-bought things, which gives them ample opportunity to do certain things. Or if she goes to the shower and leaves her, you have to leave your stuff in the room if you're going to the shower. You can't lock your doors when you leave out. You can't do anything. So this baby had no chance at life. There was nothing she could have done. Nothing whatsoever. So that was that was part two of what we need to start doing. We need to start standing tall, strong, and speaking. And it's not just for Black people or Black women, because it happens to all races, all races. But for the most part, African Americans are swept more underneath the rug. And the only time they're brought out is when somebody decides there's a good story behind it, or there's clickbait, there's a monetary gain from it. Other than that, for the most part, it's not really brought out or spread for everyone to hear or know about. This happened 2 years ago or 1 year ago. It was out a little bit, but not enough for something to happen. Because at the end of the day, no one has been charged. Even though they had two, the letter that they got from one of the inmates and the inmate that actually spoke about it. And the inmate that spoke about it, she wasn't getting a deal. You know what I mean? Most of the time they say if you're getting a deal, you're going to tell a lie and tell. She wasn't getting a deal. She just spoke to the people on the phone. Nothing came into it for her. I wonder how she's doing it, if she made it in there. But y'all, we got to do something. Read 1957. You still there? I know it's sad and thick, but it's every day. I could go. Let me see. There was one here in Nevada as well. It's not even just crimes that take place by the justice system. We watched one last night where the lady was sitting in a car. Just by the grace of goodness, she pulled up at her house and had her little house with something. And the people pulled up next to her car and unalived her in her car right in front of her house. You know what I mean? This goes on and on, from the justice system to the workplace to, here's one. I want to see this one. I don't know. I think. Oh, yeah, not that one. It's horrible. They rather cover the lady who gave her kids away, or Diddy done it. You know what I mean? Diddy done it. You know he done it. These people had all the information in the world to get Diddy. That he's going to be dealt with. Laws. I'm not saying that any of his victims were to be ignored, but at the end of the day, his victims were doing it for a gain, for a purpose, to get somewhere in Hollywood. These people are just being taken advantage of in real life. It has nothing to do with gaining success or anything. I think that these people should be looked at more seriously than Diddy did it. Just because they don't have millions of dollars, or they're not in the satanic Hollywood industry, does not mean that what happens to them is not important. And by us looking over it, that's what allows it to keep happening. The divestors is another situation. Just because they're divestors does not mean they deserve to be unalive by their zaddies. You know what I mean? And it's being looked over. It's been no foul play, or they had a heart condition, or stupid stuff like that, when they know what these situations are. You know what I mean? They know what these situations are, but they keep looking over it because we won't stand up strong for each other. We won't make the people hold the bad people accountable, so they can get away with it. If they have a little money, they can get away with it. So start working. We need to start working on taking up for each other, not worrying about these people who have their own little organization, who not thinking about us, who their life is really not part of ours. Um, I was gonna play this one, but it's actually from somebody that gets struck or that kind of stuff. I don't want to deal with that one. I mean, it's just so bad. It's from friends to family to mamas to daddies to cousins to uncles to grannies to grandsons to granddaughters to the police to strangers. You know, it's horrible. But I want to tell you something. You know, I said Karen gave the knock of death. I want to give you guys something real quick. Let me see, can I get it real quick? This will make you feel good about Karens before we go. So I'm trying not to make this too long. Okay, so I'm gonna show this real quick. This is funny. Educational educational and learning purposes. Hey Tamik, how are you? How you doing? Yeah. I just I finished playing the video and talking about the lady who was poisoned in jail. Poor baby, she was only 23. And earlier I talked about the U.S. Airman Special Ops that was unalived by the deputy because the Karen gave him false information. Just evil, racist people. Absolutely. Oh, I appreciate you coming too. I sure do. I want to show you, but I want to show y'all this. This is for the Karens. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all this real quick. This might make us laugh a little bit. Let me go to it. Y'all ready? Here we go.
Firsthand, the most rude, crazy, and entitled racist Karens you've ever met. Let's begin. Crazy racist Karen has a public meltdown and tells the owner of an unleashed dog to go back to his country and tries to lure the dog onto the street.
Really? Okay, we'll wait for the police to clear it up.
Yeah, go call them. Karen, please, Karen, call them. Karen, get your phone now and call the police.
I'm just waiting for him to come by.
And which country should I go back to, Karen? Huh? Say it. Now you cat got your tongue?
Can I get my tongue?
Oh, yeah?
Really? Yeah. Edit it out. Go ahead, edit.
Edit what out?
Come on, puppy!
What about no?
Come on! You know, that's incredible. I'm just passing by, and you're actually trying to instigate a dog to go into the middle of a highway? What kind of problem do you have, lady? Like, seriously, put it out there. Put it out there that you can walk around without your dog on a leash. You know what? Put it out there that you can insult someone of Asian descent, and then also try and instigate a dog to go in the middle of the street because you're on principle or whatever reason. Why don't you go back where you came from? Who are you? You can people alone. They don't want to go down and find the police at the station. It's right there. They're wasting tax dollars and police time. I mean, they don't put a leash in your country.
Oh yeah, which country is that? Bola, come here. Bola, come on.
Oh my God.
Come here.
Great. You're lovely. Come on, puppy.
What happened? Karen, what happened, Karen? Karen, over here. We're over here. Over here, Karen. Yeah. Over here. You just did. Have them come over. Have them come over here. Have them come over here, Karen. I'm right here. Have them come over here. Have them come over here. You're harassing them now.
You are going to make the police get out of the car.
You are.
Put it on all over the web, baby. Put it all over the web. Such wonderful people.
Karen, white entitlement was 2020.
Wonderful
all right.
Go, baby. Go. You won't talk to the police.
Why do I need to talk to them? Tell them, ask us to talk to us. Ask them to talk to us.
Too afraid to go.
Ask them to talk to us. Why do we need to? You have the issue.
If she ain't going to jail, I don't want to see this anymore. This ain't one of the ones I had to post fast forward past. I just wanted to see what the psycho lady was going to do.
Come.
Dude, I'm gonna out of you.
That's fine.
Where's my right?
You can target me all you want. That's fine.
I'm gonna
I don't know who your right is,
you're
bro.
a piece
All right, I don't know who your right
You're
is.
a disgrace
All right, that's
to
fine.
human rights.
That's fine.
You are a disgrace to human rights.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool, dude.
What's up, bro?
That's cool. That's cool, dude. Yeah.
All right.
That's cool.
You have a good night, man.
Dude, all right. Yeah. Yeah. You, dude.
All right, that's nice.
Where
Yeah.
the am I right?
Bro, I don't know, man. But can you leave me alone, though? You on my vibe.
This is my property, and why can't I just? Yeah.
Y'all, this is
Like I
not my
said, I called the
recording. This is
taxi.
people's
When they
recording.
come, they come. I don't have a time on.
No, I don't understand that.
Now she asking for a cigarette. Like, what the
Sorry
heck?
about that. I called them. When they come, they come. I don't have exact time on them.
You're 5 minutes away from getting Ozempic.
Hold on, let me fast forward it.
So this is Ozempic.
I'm not putting my head down. Never put my head down.
Oh my gosh. You are dead.
I'm
You see
out
this?
of it. What do you guys have to do? What do you have to do? What do you have to do?
Okay, we're going to
What
go
is
to
it
the
that you have
next
to
one.
do?
Woman harasses a white dude for wearing dreadlocks.
I can't have a hairstyle because of your culture. Why?
Yeah, there's black Karens as well, or whatever
You
race
know
it
it
is.
was in Egyptian culture? Are you Egyptian? Nah, bro, I'm not. Are you Egyptian? No, but doesn't matter. Wait, where's Egypt? Tell me. You know what, girl? Dude, go. You have no right to tell me what I can not get.
She's bold.
Huh? Yo, girl, stop touching me. Yo, girl, stop touching me right now. Get off of me.
You see that?
That's no reason, yo. I don't need your disrespect. I don't need your disrespect.
Why are you filming this?
Just for everyone's safety. This granny racist Karen
That is
has a
crazy.
wide range.
Black lives don't matter at all to me. White lives matter. You've had everything. Free everything. Blacks have been
I'm trying to
for
tell you,
years.
Melissa.
Free college. Free everything. Your test scores are higher. Everything. Free college. Free everything. It's still not enough. And
This is
never
crazy.
will
This
be.
ain't even a good one, y'all. This is just one that I pulled up real
You're
right
pro
now.
white supremacist. That's what I'm hearing. Sorry, what's your
Black
name?
lives don't matter to me.
Can I get your name, please? Nice to meet you, Karen.
This racist woman tells a man to go back to China because he called her out for holding a parking spot.
Is this even? Can you even do this? Look,
You must not be
there's a parking spot right here. Look at this. Can you believe this? Look at this lady holding the spot. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this
Bold.
lady holding the spot. Look at this. Look at this. Hello, there's a spot open here, and look at this lady holding the spot. Without a car, look at this. Are you a car lady? No. Can you get out of the spot so you can
Lord
park?
have mercy.
Can you get out of the? You can't hold a spot, lady.
I can do what I want to do.
All right, the police station's right up there. Look at this. I'm here with the car. You're not.
I'm fast forwarding to y'all.
I'm here with the car, and you're not. I don't have time for.
Hey, you get a name.
I fast forwarded. They
What'd you
just
say?
arguing.
You trying to pull that game now? Huh? All right. I got you recording everything anyways. It was recording when he said that. All right?
Here we have our typical local Karen throwing racial slurs at a man.
All right, come on, Joe, let's go.
Yeah. You.
Bye.
Mom.
Thanks, lads. That video is
That's
good.
why you get a name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you later. Going to
Crazy racist Karen is all bark and no bite. She messes with the wrong people, then screams and runs.
I can't make. I can grab you by the neck.
Oh!
What you doing? What you doing? What's you? Hey, security guard.
No security guard. Yeah. You.
Yeah, that's why your ankle hurt too, don't it? Stupid mother.
Yeah. I'm not white shop.
I'm gonna kick you.
Wait, sir. Yeah.
Wingstop.
Oh, two handicap. Yeah, they're.
You're what? You're a Come off again. Say it again. Say it again. Oh, Daisy, say it again. Show ass.
Knock her out, cuz. I'm gonna beat you.
Knock me out? You're a bastard.
Next time you get in my face with that N-bomb, I'm gonna knock you.
Racist Karen chooses the wrong person to have a confrontation with.
This shit is hilarious.
You got an ugly lip. Your lip ugly, your lip spoiled. Suck your mother. Ugly. Oh, me got a piece of shit. You're gonna wait.
And you're calling me you piece of
your mama. Big girl. Your mama.
Yeah, for what? And then it's all races. It's just not even just one. All races is Karen.
You're a piece of shit, your mother. You ever see this blood?
I get a feeling that never had before.
Oh
my God. Something's got a hold on me.
Blood clot of this little ugly looking piece of. Your lip, see a big girl. You do surgery, your lip spoil. Bumbuck, I got your mother.
I don't know what he's saying, but he's getting at her.
You're sick.
A woman ratted out her husband for being racist.
Sorry, man. I'm so sorry. It's okay, man. It happened. Yeah. No, I got you. You said what?
He called you on your name so bad.
Who, us?
Yes.
Tell
them what you called them.
What you called us? What you called us?
Yes.
What's he called us?
Give me my purse, you person.
But you need to be safe. You're not doing this.
I will be. You person.
You need to be safe. You're not doing this.
I will be safe.
Oh, wait, what he called us? Give it a buck.
He said.
You said what?
And I
Sorry, I said.
never call you
What?
that. My whole life.
Why are you laughing?
Not at all, man.
Yo, why you
Did
laughing?
he laugh? Did he laugh? I will never protect him ever.
He drunk as hell, about to get her husband knocked off.
He thinks he is entitled.
You want me to punch him out?
I don't care what you do.
You want me to punch him out?
I don't care what you do. He thinks he's so bad and brave.
All right. Oh, sorry, you go with me. You Sylvia over here. She's Sylvia over here. Oh. You gotta go eat her butt, bro. With you guys. Can I come and stay with you guys? Can I come stay with you guys? Yeah, let's go on, man. God bless you. Sorry. It's all good, man. I'll be fucking with you, man. Have a good one. Nah, yeah, gangster. That's all jokes, man. I don't really get fucked. You got a beer,
Karen unleashes her racist demon on these people because they're Asians.
Yo.
This is so sick.
Yeah, have a good night. Have a good night. Have a good night. Have a good night. Later. Yo, say hi to TikTok back.
Karen gets called out for being racist and threatens to sue each and every one.
Let's go, man.
Can y'all believe this?
Let's go. No, I'm for the cops. You get watching that. I'm still you. I'm personally still here. For harassing my God. Lady, let me tell you something. You're not going to be living long outside. Oh, is that another threat? With the Greyhound bus? Another threat? 2 threats for that one and that one? Oh, I don't think so. I'm going to get a free ride back to Fort Lauderdale on this. Not from here. Oh, watch me. Get the cops here. Watch me. Watch me, troublemaker. Watch me, troublemaker. Watch me, black African-American troublemaker. I got it. Listen. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, you get the cops. Let's go. You get the cops here. You get the goddamn cops. Come on. Oh, no. I wouldn't know her. I'm pissed out. I'm pissed. I'm suing this. I'm suing you royally. Each and every one of you. Harassing me. That woman. I didn't have anything to eat.
Did she pee on herself?
I know. Oh, you're going down. Oh, you're going down. Go to Orlando. Oh, yeah. Get the cops. Get 911. We're here to get I have OPD, and I got it that what she was saying. So needs to be trespassed. Yes.
Husband backs up on a college student's car, and Karen decides to go on a racist rant instead of fixing the issue.
This is white entitlement right here. I need your insurance, please.
I'm giving you my insurance.
I need your insurance. Thank you. Thank you for
Yes.
being respectful.
I
I
will give you
appreciate
my
that.
insurance.
I appreciate that. I'm trying to. A spick? Yeah, you spick. Okay. Or Indian or whatever. I'm not Indian. You don't belong in America. I don't belong in America? Are you videoing? Yes, I am. I will be getting your license plate. I am videoing you. I guarantee you will probably lose whatever job you have for this. I'm sorry. You know what? You should help yourself. You should. Wow. You should. I mean, dude, I'm sorry. You have to witness this. This is your own wife. I'm sorry for that.
Racist Karen freaks out at an airport and rails these staff because of her own wrongdoing.
That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said. I can't do that. Good job. Exactly. You know that because you're not giving us So where does it start? Where does it start? That's right. Get them. None of y'all should damn be here. So what am I supposed to do next? Are you going to give me the instructions or not? Show what you are.
I'm so confused.
Are you having trouble
I
trying
was
to
so
keep up with your
confused on that.
professor?
I don't know
You've
if
got
who is telling who what about what. I can't tell if it's the people on one side of the counter or the other part of the counter. I'm so confused on that. Probably because that's it. I mean,
to try Otter. Here's
no,
how
this
it
is not
works.
the good ones. This is the lead up to it. Fights. Not
Do you see this? This is the example that you get from people that are supposed to be your people. Your ghetto. So what are we supposed to do now? Because she's not telling me what I need to do. Because she's not telling me what I need to do. What's your last name, man? Are you on this aircraft? So what am I? I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay. You damn idiot. What are you not going to tell me what I need to do next? So who's right? Who's right here? The customer's not right.
Once again, this is last call for Orlando. Last call for Orlando.
mind you, this is two black people. This is so
Individuals. Who's in charge here? Who's in charge here? And we were recording because she's another ghetto. Everything that you got, you're not getting help. Like I said, yes, I will. Yes, I will. No, you're not. Who the are you? I'm the person you work with who's not helping. But you're not in charge. But you're not in charge. I am. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, it doesn't matter. No, you are not. It's not helping. Exactly.
see how people. That's what we're gonna talk about too. The attitude. I think we're
32-ounce
gonna
cup
talk
of
about how
drink at a
people's bad
woman's head,
attitudes and their
claiming
mouth.
she was racist.
Back to Mexico.
Oh,
Get the out of your car. She just threw something at me.
Oh, hell no. Hey, my.
whoa! I gotta rewind that a little bit. I want to see what happened. I'm noticing.
No, take that way. Exactly.
Get the out of your car. She just threw something.
No, take that way. Exactly.
I gotta see that. Which one was a Karen?
Girl throws a full 32-ounce cup of drink at a woman's head, claiming she was racist.
Back to Mexico.
Back to Mexico.
Oh, she did. So go back to Mexico.
Out of your car. She just threw something at me.
Oh, hell no. Hey, my.
Bro, that's fucked up. You don't speak about my country like that. Look, I've been to your country. I love your country. That's cool, but I didn't know why you have to be there. You nicely. Can you get off our property?
Old woman racially profiled a black woman at a convenience store, but she wasn't going to tolerate this behavior.
Excuse me. I said excuse me.
Okay, I said excuse me, and you got hella rude with me. You got hella rude with me. All I did was
That's your damn. I said excuse me. I
This extremely rude and racist Karen treats store employees as her servants and berates them nonstop.
Speak English in Canada.
Yes, it does. It's like something has gotten into it. It's like a spirit.
Who do I complain about to her? Give me the number. What's your store number? On the top of the receipt. Okay, can you finish your movie, please?
Hey, Sharon is like a mood manager here. She said she would do it for this program. Yeah, no, Sharon wants to talk to her.
You have another manager?
Yes, that's over there.
Who?
And her kid is with her.
Talk to me. You bring your manager here.
You get up.
If you want to talk to me, you bring your manager here, you idiot, or go speak Chinese with your other staff and somewhere else. Get him somewhere else. What the hell is going on? Did he start fighting?
And we wonder how
Then get
kids are growing up with racist tendencies and acting like this.
Shut up and get out of here, you idiot. That's rude.
The son is right there. That's like so
You know
cool.
about what? You know about what? The same time he's sitting by he has to speak in a different That's pathetic. Get him out of here. It's rude.
You so sorry, yeah,
Shut up. Shut up.
Dumb man throws
I
racial
can't
slurs
understand
at
what she's
these
saying.
folks only to make himself look even more dumb.
These Mexicans, what are you talking about? Yeah, look at the borders open right now, you We're talking about dogs, innocent animals that are being killed here. Exactly. Why are you bringing up the border and Mexicans? Because it is. That's what this is the world about. We need peace and love.
Oh, that's real peaceful.
Drunk Karen harasses a man who's in front of his home, telling him to leave the area.
I'm minding my own business. What are you doing?
I don't think you are minding your own business.
Okay, what do you think I'm doing?
I'm not really sure, but I'll figure it out.
Okay, you figure it out. I'm probably where I live.
Yeah, I live here too.
Okay, so I'm
No offense, but if you still think
It is
stocks,
crazy.
real estate, or crypto are the best passive income investment,
probably at my house.
Can you
where I
believe
live.
people are really this ignorant?
Got it. You feel good? Did you do what you needed to do?
What the f are you doing right now?
I'm standing outside my house. You're standing outside of my house.
Why are you standing outside of your house doing what you're doing?
I don't think that's any of your concern, what I'm doing.
Well, you're doing something.
Why don't you go back to your house and I'll be at my house?
You sound like an idiot.
You walked over from your house, standing in front of me at my house,
Yeah, I
trying
did.
to tell me I'm an idiot?
Absolutely, I did.
Okay, good job.
So what are you doing?
I think I'm doing none of your business.
That step alone.
Bye. And that's where she came from.
This is so crazy. Oh, I've seen this one before.
It's called being black, folks.
Well, here we go with another racist person at Walmart. Do you think Peter is in the right?
This what you this is this how you treat your customer? Get the out of your face.
She didn't say that.
Yes, yes, she did. Yes, she did. You said get your white out the way.
No job is worth putting up with this rude and racist Karen.
I'll go to customer service. Go customer service.
Oh my god.
Can you please go remember? Hey, what's your language? What's your language?
You
know I'm black.
Shut up. I'm a customer.
I don't give a yeah, you probably had to go to like her line. Gimme, go back, go back.
This is crazy. Walmart is out of control.
On my machine, but she said her card never works, and so she wanted 10 or 11. So she wants you to suspend it and put it over on.
So did you expand it?
Says who's done?
Okay. This is closed, sir. Sorry, this is closed.
No, you're good.
For anybody, I'm not blocking a damn thing. You should be fired.
No.
You should be fired.
Ella, lo tiene.
I was here before because she sent me here.
Estoy agarrando el teléfono, entonces dele. Go. Sí.
There was nobody here. I was here way before
Hey, it's okay. We're just purchasing that one. I don't know if you can take it over there somewhere where we're gonna go.
You have the worst customer service, and don't talk to me in your language.
Lady.
I mean, you're in America. Speak to me in English.
Go back here. Okay. That's for you. Okay. You stay here.
Yeah.
Okay. So whose is this?
I'm trying to purchase that one. But I got all my stuff over here too.
Okay. Are you done?
No, I gotta purchase all that. If you can put it over there, I'll buy it over there. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I have a whole cart that I have to purchase.
You come here, I can help you.
Dice que se venga para acá. Dice que se venga para acá.
So you said your card didn't work, right?
Acá lo tiene. Yeah, no worries.
Everything good?
Huh? Oh yeah. She just scared my kid.
You're gonna save a ton of money.
A woman has a meltdown at Walmart because it's full of Indian employees.
Important McDonald's, Walmart. I know exactly what's going on. Why are you?
Walmart staff accuses a man of stealing a 10-cent shopping bag, then tries to stop a customer who's taking a video claiming it's illegal.
He said, yes, he's asking that maybe I don't stand back. It's not fair. He said, no stand back.
Why? Why not? How? I'm giving it for his purposes. I feel like you guys are wrongfully attacking him. For what reason?
Over 10 cent bag. Y'all, this is
Angry Karen attacks a woman at a store with her racism and yells at her to go somewhere else, making the woman cry.
You're the one that's rude.
No, I said, excuse me, I'm trying to buy something.
America.
So?
You're in America.
So what?
That's none of your business. Stay out of it.
I don't need to stay out of it.
I said,
Yelling
excuse
loud
me.
enough for everybody to hear. Stop being ignorant.
And is calling me ignorant?
Oh,
yes.
my
All this
goodness.
Mexico and all that stuff.
Oh my goodness. You are very rude.
No, you're the one that's rude.
I said, excuse me, because I'm trying to grab my medicine.
You told me, you know what you told me, and I
Yes, I said if you don't like it, I'm sorry.
Just go on. Just go on.
Whatever.
Get out of here.
No, I'm not gonna get out of here. No, I'm not. Because this is my country. Yes, this is my country. Oh yes, it is. Oh yes, it is. I don't care.
We don't want you.
I don't care what you want or not.
We do want you here.
Leave me
That's
alone.
not true.
No.
How rude. How rude.
Give her to
No, ma'am.
Leave me
But
alone.
this is inappropriate.
Kill her.
Tell her.
No, ma'am.
Tell her.
No, ma'am.
Karen versus Karen.
I said, excuse me.
For the store.
I'm not here for the store.
You're in the store.
I'm spending money in the store.
So am I.
So we're both
Please
customers.
go. Please go.
Oh,
Get out of here.
how rude.
Oh, where?
Shut up. Are you? Does she honestly still have a right to be
No, ma'am.
here? Okay.
I'm gonna have to ask you in there. This is inappropriate.
It's not my fault. She started it.
I did not do anything. I said,
You're gonna make her
excuse me.
leave too?
But you're just causing a scene in the store.
I'm not. She is.
By
No, I
what?
did
Did you
not.
watch it?
No.
You weren't even. You weren't even
I
here.
heard you from
She
the office.
is. That's because she was mouthing me.
No, I said, excuse me.
So don't tell me it's my fault.
And you said, every time I'm on an aisle, people just come near
I wasn't
me.
talking to you.
And I said,
but
I'm
you made it
sorry.
your business.
I said, I'm sorry. If you don't like it, I need to get my
She's
medicine.
making it all up.
No, I'm
Every
not.
bit of it up.
Wow.
Just get your stuff and go.
Y'all, it's it's crazy out there. I tell you.
Oh, yeah, this one.
Crazy sounds in here.
Welcome to Arcade. With this plugin, you could make
You
sounds
know,
that nobody else
people
is
are
making.
very.
I'm gonna click on everything. Poolside.
They're not very
anthem
smart
beats,
with
chop,
history.
vintage.
Welcome back, guys. Today we have a lineup
They
filled
have
with parents
no
going around petty
they
arguments
have
and getting called
absolutely
out.
no clue.
Let's
They
begin.
just run their
These
mouths
pranksters
off
almost
what
get floored with
they
their
were.
silly jokes.
Where we going, big boy?
Hey, it's a prank. It's a prank. It's a prank. Don't ever play with me like that. I don't play like that.
I haven't spoken to her in years. Yeah, I know you haven't. Like, you're the shoe face. She's the one who stopped talking to Amelia. Are you for real? Isn't she the one who
Oh my
This
God.
is just fight. This
I
is
did my
ridiculous.
eyes back.
Because I'm dressed like this,
No, it has nothing to do with the way you're dressed.
that I'm
They saw
dressed
you
with
on
a
camera.
big
Hey guys, look. They
puffy
saw her
coat.
on camera taking items
They
that she did
think
not
that
pay for.
I'm
You're a
going-
thief. You're a thief. You're stealing things that did not belong to you. That's how it works out, okay?
Okay.
So at this point, you're trespassed. Do not come back. Go. Go.
I'm waiting for you to call the
You're
police.
free to go. Do not come back. You're trespassing. You cannot come back.
No, I'm waiting for you to call
The
the
store
police.
manager says they do not want you to
Oh,
come back.
call the store
It's all right.
manager.
It's all right.
then.
That's why I'm here. So
So
you
you're
need to
not gonna
leave.
call the
At this
store
point, you
manager?
need to leave because you are trespass, and I hope you understand what trespass
No,
means.
call the police.
Trespass means you cannot be on a property. So they're telling me you need to leave.
Call
and
the
trespassing you need to leave.
Call the police.
So you're not going to leave?
No, call the police.
You're not going to leave?
No, call
Are you
the
sure?
police.
You need to leave.
Call the police.
You need to leave the store.
Call the police.
You're trespassing.
You
into the
just
store.
followed
No,
me.
you need to leave. I'm
forced
doing
me
my
to stay
job.
in this
Yep, I'm
store
doing my job.
Because you guys
Because you have
believe
items
that
that
I'm
you did not pay
stealing.
for.
Which is what?
You have items that you did not pay
Which
for.
is what?
I need those items right there and right there. They saw you on camera.
Then pull up the
You
footage.
can pull the Karen card all you want to. It's not going to make a difference.
What are you
You're
talking
breaking the
about?
law, and it's my job to hold people
Pull up
accountable.
the
That's why they
footage.
have us here.
You know, there's
So
people in this
you know,
store that are actually
Bartell,
stealing.
you know, Bartell's went out of service, out of business.
So
CBS
it's your
went out of
manager
business
that said I
because
was
people keep stealing. So they hired 79% of all businesses hire people like us to make sure that people are not stealing. So they saw you taking some items.
Your manager did?
All you have to do is clear your name and say, "Hey, look, for the
But
cameras,
the
I
thing
didn't
is,
take anything, and you're
I
good
don't
to
have to
go."
clear
You do.
because
So
I
at
don't
this
know
point,
what you're
at this
talking
point, at this point, they want you
I
to
thought
leave.
you said you were
At
going.
this point, they want
so
you to
I
leave.
can leave now
You
because
could,
before you
could have left. You're trespassing, and you cannot be
I'm
on the
waiting
property.
for you to call your
You
manager.
need to leave.
Because right now
The
it's looking like
manager
you guys
has
are
nothing
really
to do with
racist.
anything. You need to leave.
So you guys are
You need to
accusing
leave.
me, a black woman,
Yep.
of stealing.
Black, white doesn't make any difference.
It apparently does because
It's
apparently the
it's
way I
absolutely has
dress.
absolutely nothing to do with any
I
kind of
came
race,
down here
creed,
to
or
get
anything at
my
all.
prescription, and then
Yep,
all of a
you need to
sudden
leave
I'm
the store.
trying to leave. He says I can't leave,
You need to leave the store.
and now I'm
You
supposed to
need
call
to
the police.
You're
Please.
trespassing.
Didn't you say you were going to put me in
Okay,
handcuffs?
so here's what's going to happen. If you do not leave after I've already told you that you've been trespassed, you're going to be criminally trespassed. That means you're going to have a court date and you're going to go to jail. Trespassing is a very
I
serious
asked you to call the police. Can you
crime.
call the
You're
police?
being trespassed from the store.
Can you call the
You
police?
need to leave the store. So you're not going to leave even though you're trespassing. I just need to be
Again,
sure for
can
clarification.
you call the police?
You need to leave.
I'm scared for
You
my
can,
life.
you can call the police. Feel free, call them. They're going to tell you the same thing. If you're trespassed and you're not going to leave the store, they're going to have.
Woman catches her man buying another girl's groceries with her food stamp card.
No, what you mean what I mean? So you mean to tell me that you lost my food stamp card, but you with this bitch man for her groceries?
It's the same card.
No, it's not the same card. You lied to me yesterday and said you didn't have it. But what's she doing with groceries though? I'm just trying to figure out. It doesn't matter. Is she paying for the give you some money for my
What do you? It's a food stamp card.
It
What do you got
doesn't matter.
for?
You got some money, baby, because I need my card. Who got the card?
Bro, it's like working for a kid.
Wow.
Not her kid.
Bro, it's a food stamp.
It doesn't matter.
It's a food stamp card.
Where's my card?
Dang, bro.
Where's the card? Who got the card? Where's my card?
I wasn't on paper right now.
You trying to feed your kids? I got kids, baby.
In school, I can pay for it.
Yeah, but y'all gonna have to pay for it.
Stop now. Here.
Yeah.
Here go the food
My
stamp
shit.
card.
The money too, cause she gonna have to pay for her own.
It's cool.
Damn, boy. You let your girl take your food stamp card. Damn. Oh man, who gonna pay for
A woman goes off at a Taco Bell employee over a refund.
Oh, this is crazy. Okay, this gonna be my last one. This I be getting caught up in this stuff like for hours. This is to see how people crazy, how people are so damn crazy.
This is ridiculous. I did say it nicely 5 minutes ago. I'm not trying to be mean, but this is ridiculous. I understand that, but I have patients over the age of 60. I'm not yelling.
I don't think she should have been labeled as a Karen. See how they do it? That's messed up.
Yeah, I mean 30 minutes. And then you want to tell me I can't get it.
When you die, you
You
go
are
to
not a
another life.
Karen. I'm sorry.
Maybe heaven, maybe purgatory, maybe hell.
Oh,
These
wow.
are the kind of questions that
Oh, I ain't gonna play no more because I be
make
stuck
us
on this all
puzzle.
day. I will be stuck on this all day long if I sit there and watch that. I promise I would.
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
We just started watching Karens after we started doing that. And we seen black Karens, white Karens, Asian Karens, men Karens, old Karens, young Karens. No fighting though. I didn't show those ones.
Oh yeah. What's not telling me that we're not live?
Yeah, we done now.
Huh?
We done now.
Okay. Well, you
Yeah.
were just live.
Yeah, I'm about to log off now.
Uh,
We'll hang up. Reed, 1957. That's my girl. She hung out with me.
Who, me?
Reed, 1957, hung out with us.
Oh,
I appreciate you.
thank you. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Tamik, Melissa.
Hey, everybody in the chat.
Girl, I didn't know nobody in there. They gone. They been gone. Break room stop by. Okay. Wait, break room stop by. Wait, who's on Reed? Reed said she here.
Who?
Reed, 1957. She hung out with me. We was watching them crazy Karens. There was some sick people up in there from people in
I
real.
was gonna say somebody's here.
Yeah.
Well, now it's just say me. Oh yeah, Tamik.
Yeah, she was here. She came by and stopped and watched for a little bit. But yeah, there was some. After we finished watching the video, I even showed the updated part, and I showed her what a muse was, or whatever. I forgot the name of it. What the lady said they had made for the black girl, that died in prison in jail. If they hadn't poisoned her, they were gonna hang her. That's why they made that thing for her. A noose.
Oh, you talking about
Yeah.
What's her name? Tiana. You talking about Tiana?
Yeah, Tanisha. Yeah, her. Whatever her.
Oh, Tanisha, girl. You know I mess up her name.
That's why we try not to say them. But yeah, they this is what the lady who had nothing to gain from it. You know, she wasn't telling to the judge or the jury or nobody. She just called the news. This is what she said they had made for the girl out of some material.
Some you talking about the cleaning supply?
No, in addition to the cleaning supplies, she said they made one of these for her.
One of what? Oh,
a noose.
Oh my God.
They had made one of those for her. So
that's a noose. That's
yes,
what a noose.
Yes.
And that's what the name of those are.
Absolutely.
Get me sounding dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm calling it a news.
A noose. I think it's called
Yeah,
a noose.
that's exactly what it's called. And so they had made one of those out of the material, right?
Remember that black boy? How I know what they're called. Remember that black boy that I think it was maybe 3-4 years ago. He was just walking, cutting through somewhere, and then a car he was like in a all predominant white area, and so they pulled up or something, and then the guy that tried to act like he was just a good Samaritan and recording it, coming to find out he had something to do with it too. Remember the black boy that was just walking through the neighborhood?
No, what's that? Girl, I need to pull that up. No.
He was just walking through the neighborhood, and it was predominantly white. I bet you once you see it, you're gonna be like, oh, I know what you guys are talking about. And the white man was charged, but the one that was saying that he didn't do anything, that he was just recording the whole thing, they found out that he had something to do with it too.
Oh, you talking about the one who was running?
Yes.
Who was just jogging?
Yes. Just walking
Okay.
and running. Yep, that one. Yeah.
Okay, and it was the man that was jogging, and then they had the other people that was inside the back of the truck following him around.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like he was in a
Aubrey.
rural neighborhood, or they thought he went into a one of those construction sites and stole something or something like that.
Right, with workout clothes on.
And that was my first time. I think they said they had made that thing with the hanging on there, and it was a noose.
Yeah, noose. I keep saying noose. I keep pronouncing all of it.
Mm-hmm.
This right here. Hold on.
It was a darker skinned black guy.
Yeah. Hold on. Hey, Dree.
Audrey Black.
Yeah, she said her phone went dead. I figured it's such because we've been talking. We've been talking. This one.
Let me see. Yep. He was jogging through the neighborhood. Exactly. I said walking up, but him. Yeah. And remember the other guy tried to act like, oh, he was just a good Samaritan, and he got it on camera. Come to find out he had something to do with it too. And a lot of people was thinking, like, damn, racism still exists like that. And I'm like,
yeah,
of course, because if y'all think about it, all them racist people aren't dead yet. They just old.
And not even old, because their kids have grown up in it now, so they practice it as well.
Yeah.
We watched the one Karen who was being racist with her little son standing next to her. Like, he was listening to everything she was saying. But I mean, listen, I understood what she was saying. Like, don't speak in that language in front of me. But I mean, come on now. You gotta, if you're gonna say something and mean something that makes sense, say it in a way that doesn't make a controversy for your child or make your child aggressive when learning it or saying it. You know what I mean? He's still breathing, they said. They ain't bringing him no help or nothing. That's him. And of course, my phone. Yeah, he's still breathing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at it.
You can hear him. Look, you see the blood running down. That's so sad.
Dispatch
all units, move all non-emergent traffic to channel 2.
Roddy's got it on film.
All right, guys. Everybody's got their weapons up, correct?
Everybody's got the weapons up.
Okay.
Oh, did you hear that?
Everybody got their weapons up.
No. Remember when they act like they didn't have this video and it just surfaced? He just said my buddies got it on film. Oh my God. Listen to
I'm
this.
10-4.
He had no choice, man.
Clear 10-4.
Hold on. Let me go back to when he walked towards you.
Is that correct?
Everybody's got the weapons up.
Okay.
Hold on just a little bit further.
All right, guys. Everybody's got their weapons up, correct?
Everybody's got the weapons
Hold
up.
on.
Okay.
Dispatch all units, move all non-emergent traffic to channel 2.
Roddy's got it on film.
You see that?
All right, guys. Everybody's got their weapons up.
Yep.
Everybody's got the weapons. Roddy's got it on film.
Wow. And they took a long time to act like this video resurfaced.
Mhm.
All right, guys. Everybody's got their weapons up, correct?
Everybody's got
Wow.
the weapons up.
Traffic channel 2.
Roddy's got it on film.
Oh,
All right, guys. Everybody's got their weapons
unreal.
up, correct?
Unbelievable. Do you know how long it took them to act like they... Oh, I'm sorry, Queen Dree. I'm sorry, baby girl.
That's all right, sis.
Hey,
I'm
Cherie.
sorry, my phone had went dead.
Oh, my
And y'all know I was
Hey,
gone.
Dream.
Hey,
Girl.
I just made it back to home and I put my phone on charge as soon as I came in.
Oh, my God. That was so awful. You remember the little boy who was running through the neighborhood just jogging? And they hunted him down and shot him. And the Auburn guy, he was running and he stopped and looked into an empty house at the new build, and then he was running down the street jogging, and the people chased him down in the truck and shot him. Oh shoot, Dree's phone dropped down again. I was just talking. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but you know what? Okay, so that was them. I remember that it took a long time to convict those men or even put charges on those men because of the lie they told. But at the scene of the crime, he said my partner's got it on, or my buddies got it on film, because they were acting like that film, the person that had the film was so stupid, he sent it out to somebody and then somebody turned it into the police when there was already a film, a video. Wow, that is awful, awful. That is so bad.
Yeah.
That's terrible. I'm just appalled by that one. Ev just reminded us of that when I pulled it up just to that portion of the video, like nothing, like oh my God.
What about when it was a black older guy? I think you played this video a long time ago. And I think he was hurt. I don't remember who did it. I don't know if it was the officer or just a random person. Remember he was on the sidewalk?
Oh yeah, that was the black man who unalived the old man because of his girlfriend.
Okay, I know I remember something.
Yeah, that's the one we did the live on.
Yep.
Oh goodness.
Now I'm gonna have to go back and try to look at some of the live because I missed everything.
Oh, it was just after that I showed the other video, and I told Ebony that that lady was going to be unalived anyway. They had made a noose for her. And
Okay, but was it the one in the jail in
Yeah,
jail?
yeah, they were gonna. They were just determined for her anyway, because they had made a noose for her. If I'm saying it,
Mm.
I'm gonna see. Yeah, that they had plans for her anyway. She wasn't going to leave alive out of there unless they took her right away. One way or the other, they was gonna take her. I'm gonna show you.
Well, what did she do?
She being black and in jail.
Wow.
The lady said it was racially motivated, and it was just a lady that was talking to the news, and it wasn't like she had any motive for saying anything. You know, I'm gonna show you. Let me go to it real quick. I'm gonna try to get past the part where she was begging because that's so disturbing. Okay, so this is the taped interview of one of the inmates that had got there, like as it was in the process of happening.
Okay.
So and hey, Britt, and I want you to just listen to she's telling that basically. I think stolen cars or something like that. Nothing that was worth her dying. I know that much. Um, okay, so let me see. Yeah, she was in there for shoplifting and car theft and some other stuff.
With a former inmate of the Jackson
So-
County Jail. She says another inmate named Sylvia Terry admitted to poisoning Tanisha. She said it was racially motivated.
It was a constant racial thing going on, but they got the guards back there, and the guards didn't give a damn. Sylvia didn't care. Megan McIntosh didn't care. Amanda Burton didn't care. And Mia DeGonia. Those are the ones that tormented her. Megan McIntosh made a noose out of some old material or whatever that Sylvia had. As a matter of fact, when the day that she made a
Yeah, what is a noose?
Hold
out of
on.
some old material or whatever that Sylvia.
I'm gonna pause it for a quick second. I'm gonna show you what a noose is.
Because I've been to jail a few times. I never heard of a noose.
Yeah, no. You don't want to know what a noose is, baby.
Okay. And
Um,
where is Jackson County Jail? Where's that?
that was in Indianapolis or Indiana, somewhere like that.
Okay.
This is what a noose is. Well, you know what? Let me see if I can find one made out of material. Let me see if I can get noose made out of material. Let me see, can I get more specific? A noose made in jail. Okay. Here we go. Now we talking. Okay, yeah, I found it. Let me see, can I find the picture?
Okay.
Okay. This is a noose in jail. That's what a noose looks like, something like that in jail. Okay.
Okay.
And this is what a noose is actually used for. Let me show you what it's imitation of.
Is it something to like hang someone? Or I don't know. Oh, it's a rope. So do they use it to like like?
You see?
Okay.
And we know if it's racially motivated, if a noose is if a jail is racially motivated and they make a noose, this was their plan for this poor baby. Trying to see. Well, I'm gonna say hanger. Probably gonna call it a suicide. Is basically what they were probably.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
They were probably gonna try to call it a suicide. So she was not going to make it out of there.
Lord, Lord, Lord.
And this lady just told it all, but they completely. I think people actually overlooked it. Cause look, okay, so. Right here. Hold on, let's see what Cherie said. Cherie said, yes, Dree used to HA pound a person with. It was used a lot back in the days to unalive Black people. Yep.
Wow. Yeah. They do some weird, like some messed up stuff in jail. I mean, you can almost trust, like you can't trust anybody, really.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. Sure.
They so grimy, real grimy.
Girl, wait, Dree. You know how they be when they be after you, because you know, like, just in case they try to do anything. Okay,
The Shade Room got a hold of a taped interview with a former inmate of the Jackson County Jail. She says another inmate named Sylvia Terry admitted to poisoning Tanisha. She said it was racially motivated.
It was a constant racial thing going
Why
on
is he naked though?
there, and the guards didn't give a damn.
And you know when you sick in your body, she was poisoned, and you know when your body gets hot with poison or infection. I mean, when your body gets poisoned with, and you have infection or poison in it, you get really, really hot. And you're just trying to take off your clothes to get cool. Everything is like you're just trying to get free of whatever is causing it. Or kind of like a person, not her, but like if a person is taking a lot of drugs and they go crazy and they're taking off their clothes because they're really out.
She probably could have felt itchy, hot. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Look, they actually wrote a letter about what they did to the lady. Hold on, and I want you to hear this letter.
So they was writing this letter back and forth to each other, and
no, I don't know who they wrote this letter to, but this is just a letter that let me see. I don't know how they got the letter. I guess I wasn't paying attention, but I'm gonna play it right here, and you listen to what
her family. They are beautiful.
Yeah, that's her mom, and I think her sister, and then that's a picture of her back
there.
They're
Beautiful.
Look, check this out.
And it was only supposed to make her really sick.
In this letter, another inmate wrote that there were two other inmates that devised a plan, and they spiked her, quote, stuff with cleaner, and they contaminated her pop, pickle juice, and food. It goes on to say that they never meant to kill her, just wanted to make her sick so they could take Tanisha out of their pod. Our investigation sent social media into an uproar. It got the attention of celebrities like Viola Davis, who spoke out about this. Viola Davis wrote, quote, Tanisha, you were failed on every level. This is blatant disregard for human life. Adding to the family's heartache, photos of the jail staff have since emerged, allegedly having a potluck while Tanisha was suffering in a cell nearby.
We ain't gave up yet. We ain't giving up yet.
What started as the criminal case now has evolved into a civil case. Tanisha's family says that they will be marching to the Jackson County Jail on July 16th, 1 year to the day that she died. They say they will not stop and will continue to press the FBI and the Department of Justice in the fight to hold both the Jackson County Jail and those inmates accountable.
Now, you know that it's sad when two separate people, two totally different people, have told them what they did to this lady and nothing happened.
Yeah. So these women hadn't been charged for murder?
No. Reed said, why would they have pickle juice? Because when they're in there, they make spreads with noodles, pickle juice.
Yeah, they allow you to have pickles and stuff like that.
Yeah, from the commissary. So it was just probably something to put
so
flavor.
She probably saved her juice and drunk it, or You know, you can pickle stuff in there. You
Yeah, they
know.
put it in noodles. I know mayonnaise, all that. They put all
Oh
that stuff.
yeah, baby. I'm telling you, you got some good hookups in there. But I'm never going back. But that's horrible. And so these were all Caucasian women.
Yes, yes. And it was racially motivated, as they say.
Oh
And
no, it's
then
okay, Reed.
yeah,
I mean, and they wanted her out the pie that damn bad.
yeah, back up to the front, but they didn't have to. I mean, that's intentional, man. That's premeditated and some
They
most.
shouldn't have never put her in there with all of them anyway. They know how they should. I mean, with them doing this to her, that's not their first time acting like that around a black person. I mean, they probably been in there forever. They was probably all clicked up. They shouldn't have put her back there. I'm talking about the guards shouldn't have put her back there, but they don't give a damn.
They don't. They don't go. Only reason why they were coming to the pod is because she kept hitting the button. She kept, and it was a nuisance to them. You know, like they said, the
Yeah.
guards don't care. You annoy the guards when there's something wrong with you.
Girl, I hate a jail where you gotta press a button to get to them. Like I've been in ones like that where you have to press that button, and sometimes you press that button, you will not get an answer.
You won't. And if you do, if you listen to the video, the guards were like mocking her, like being stupid with her.
They may
Yeah.
have done that on purpose.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, ma'am.
Damn.
Yep, and it's so
That
sad.
was crazy. Yeah. I mean, it was petty what she went to jail for, but she go in jail and she lose her life
Right, for three to
for
four
some
thousand
petty
dollars.
shit.
Right.
Yeah. Did they say she had kids? Did she have any kids?
I don't think she did. It didn't mention it. It didn't mention it about her having no kids. That is, man, that make my stomach turn, dude.
And how long ago was this?
This was maybe a year or so ago.
Mm-mm-mm.
Like they said, Viola Davis spoke out about it, but Viola Davis didn't speak out about shit. She tweeted about it, and that was it. You know what I mean? Speaking out about it is raising awareness. Speaking out
Oh
about it is
yeah.
talking about it. She made a tweet on it. Man, I mean, I guess we can't get mad. I guess she did more than most other people. But that's why I said that we down here in our world need to start paying attention and fighting for our people and stop worrying about them in their world because they got their own thing going up on there. They don't care about us down yonder. They only care about them and their social organizations. That's all they care about. If something happens to us, they ain't gonna do nothing, care about nothing, and the only reason why they would and fight for us and try to be a part of it is if it made them look good or it brought them out $1 or a dime or 15. You know what I mean? That's the only reason why they would. Gee, this thing is tripping for real. It bring you right up to the stage and then it kick you back off. I don't know what's going on. There we go.
My bad. I had got a phone call.
It was you would come up. I wouldn't even have to pull you up. It would just come straight up, then go back down. Come straight up and then go back down.
How do I do that?
I have no clue. I was just sitting here watching it. Yeah, but I was saying, sis, I was telling Reed, I was saying and that we need to start fighting for and covering our own social community because the
Mm-hmm.
superstars ain't really caring about nothing that happens to us normal people, the ones that aren't Hollywood or movie stars or millionaires or whatever, unless there's a way for them to make 15 cents off of us or
Yep.
unless it plays in the role of boosting their image or something. And we fight harder for them and we fight harder to convict them and investigate them than we do these people.
Yep.
Like,
But hell, we can't do it by ourselves. We got to get some more people on board.
okay,
We
like
all keep doing lives and, doing what we got to
look,
do for these people.
look how hard they fighting for Diddy, but ain't nobody say nothing about that polar airman. A few people did. I can't say nobody, but look at all the movie stars and all the famous people that got something to say about Diddy. They all knew what he was doing.
Yep. But not all of them want to come out and start saying little stuff. Don't say nothing now.
You just hoping he ain't got you on video. That's it.
Uh-huh.
That's why everybody was fighting for him at first because they didn't know how depth the FBI investigation was. And now that the FBI released just a little portion of what they got, now everybody is so disappointed. Oh no, don't throw your boss man to the wolves now. Don't throw your master away. Keep serving your
Exactly.
master, you know? But the same way that all of us people down here, because I call us down here because they're so high up above us that everybody worships them. Bad idea, false idols, they're bad. Um, they should be covering the things that are happening to us on a daily basis because we're touchable by these people. We're touchable by these crimes. You know what I mean? We don't have security guards and go to these, you know what I mean? We just don't have that kind of stuff.
Oh,
But they
yeah.
ain't studying that, bruh. They ain't studying that. It's funny. It's funny. You gotta keep doing, girl. Ooh, child. Let me tell you, I could preach. Let me tell you, like all these zaddies that are unaliving these women. I don't care if these women are selling their toes, their nose, and every strand of their hair on their private part. They still do not deserve to be unalive by a rich white man, a rich black man, a rich Asian, a rich whatever race, or a man who has connection in the political industry. You know what I mean? They don't deserve that. If y'all wasn't doing what y'all wasn't supposed to be doing, y'all wouldn't have to worry about nothing. And then y'all wouldn't have to unalive these women. Leave these women alone. Go on about y'all business.
Exactly.
They call them pump them and dump them. That's what they're doing to the women.
Pumping them and dumping them.
Yep, that's what they're doing to the divestors.
Oh, yeah, the white men are doing for the black girls. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all races. They call divester is just another name for a prostitute. That's all it is. The only difference between the divester is the divester belittles their own race and goes after another race of higher, statute, and they do that by making the zaddy, because they call the man the zaddy, by making the zaddy feel like he's above the men in their race, because the zaddy's gonna take care of them. You know what I mean? So like they'll go to like me for instance, if I was gonna do it, I would go to the Asian, white man, Hispanic, whatever color man that's of high stature with lots of money, and I would just belittle every black man that I could see or think of or that I've dealt with in order to basically make him feel good. Basically, that's the only reason why I can see that they're doing it.
Yeah.
Mind you, we do have some good black men, some good white men, some good some. We got some good and all, but every race has a bad ones. Some are just product of their environment, the situation. Some are just bad because they choose to be bad. But if I showed you some of these videos from these divestors, you be wanting to go through the screen and slap them, like literally. You probably be pulling out your hair because you want to pop them so hard.
Girl.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So that's why you see all these young women doing certain things to get with these zaddies.
They sure do. I be seeing them.
Yeah, it's so sad. It's so sad. But we don't have our kind educating our youth, which is why they're turning out to be these liars, these Karens. Well, Karens are of all ages, but our youth is coming up that way, and it's getting 10 times worse because we just don't have enough of us people who have sense. And
Yeah.
at this point, it would make sense for us to talk to them unless they were ordered to listen to us or ordered to change because they're so out of control now. They'll slap us in the mouth for trying to tell them something.
Oh yeah. They don't. These kids don't want no guidance.
I was
They so disrespectful.
Woo! We cuss, but they cuss better than we do. We can't cuss. We cuss like grandmas to them.
Baby, they got their own set of words. They done made up. Okay. They don't
Man,
even use they talk a whole nother language.
I'm trying to. I usually look at them like, what? They be look. They be looking at you, talking about offing you in your face, and you think they being nice to you. That's how cold their language is.
Oh yeah.
Girl, my son got me this vape. It's Miami Mint.
Is it good?
I promise you, it's so good.
See,
And it
I
has,
want to get me a vape.
yeah, and it has a nicotine boost.
Okay.
Dizzy sometimes.
They say that's the best one to start with if you wanna get
Let me tell you, baby. I ain't gonna say it's helping me none, but hey, it does when I can't get to it. Or when I feel like I'm going, or like I'm stressing, I'm like I'm going too much like this right here.
yeah.
I pop it open because I can't go back to back to back to back, so I pop this out.
Right.
Yeah, he bought it to me for me on Mother's Day tonight. I won't get one unless he buy them because it's kind of expensive from the Geek Bar.
So you say it's kind of expensive?
Yeah, it got the that it's digital. It's got the nicotine boost. It's got a rocket on it. It's got 2 settings, and you charge them. So yeah, it was more than $30.
Oh yeah, they can be expensive.
When I take it to work and I got puff it before I go in, the one lady said, "Is that marijuana?" I said, "Girl, I do not smoke marijuana." Bye. Oh, look, that was that was a stereotype. What I look like smoking marijuana before I walk in the front doors of work. But they do. Girl, they coming in smelling strong. I'd be like, ooh, child.
Oh yeah, they gonna do it on their break. They gonna do it after they gonna do it, baby. And find them a way. I
I don't
got a
want
friend that can't
none
even function. Like,
okay. I don't be wanting none of them by me smelling like that. You stank. Get away from me with that mess. To each is his own, but I don't want nobody thinking I do when I don't. I can't even do it at all, even if I want. Girl, I didn't know it was 5:30. I can't even do it if I wanted to. You know what I forgot, Teresa? I'm
what?
tripping. It's 5:30, girl. It's 5:30. This fibromyalgia be acting a fool in no
Oh
time
yeah,
flat.
your medicine. Yeah.
Yep. My fibromyalgia medicine, not my psych med, y'all.
Yeah, girl.
So
Gotta
everybody
make
care.
sure you take care of yourself. Hell, I done got a little tired.
Well, fibromyalgia is a lifelong disorder, disease, whatever they want to call it. They don't know what the hell they want to call it. Illness, disease, disorder, sickness, whatever. That many people have and many women have, and it's like 1 out of 10 men can possibly have and don't know they have. They're treating it with all sorts of other things, which only makes it worse. They're not eating correctly. They're not keeping the certain toxins out their bodies from natural food that they're supposed to. It is a hell of a disease, disorder, sickness, and illness. Let me
Yeah.
tell Let me tell you, and it mimics so many other disorders. It mimics so many others. There's like 50 tests they could take that it mimics. It's horrible.
I be feeling like I have it now. Cause you say you be having your pain in your body and stuff.
Hmm. It's widespread pain, widespread, baby. It could be from your feet and it could be your, like mine when I I would stand up and it would shoot in my head. You know what I mean? I couldn't walk because it would be like a shooting pain every time I walk. You
Mm-mm-mm.
know, and then on top of that, it intensifies your pain 10 times. You know, it's like so if somebody get pinched, it might feel like a pinch to them, like a little soft pinch, but to you, it might feel like somebody just stuck you with a ice pick or something. You know,
Yeah.
I'm just using that as an example of the difference, how deep the pain is. So my headaches may be just normal headaches to one person, but to me, they're debilitating.
Yeah.
Your pain sensors are damaged or off or whatever. So yeah, I'll probably start a little thing about that because I have a lot of people in the fibromyalgia group that they go through it. They and I suffered, but they suffered longer than I have because they weren't able to fight like I was to figure out something that would help them.
Yeah.
I mean, when I say I fought, baby, I fought. I would come out of the doctor's office crying and mad, and they would give me all this I'm not taking that. I am not taking that. And the first thing they want to tell you is that you're mental. And I'm like, dude, I'm not, because they didn't know about it. They did not. If you do not see, the thing of it is, doctors have to update just like licenses and stuff. And if they don't update with the different things, they won't know, and they'll treat each person like they're something mental. Listen, I was off for 9 months, 6 with my fibro flare, and then when I got ready to go back to work, my hip just went out, but it wasn't like my hip because there's nothing. My hips are perfectly fine. It was just another form of a fibro flare. 9 months, I had this excruciating pain through my back. You know, it wouldn't be, sometimes it would be consistent, sometimes it wouldn't. I could be doing something and it would hit and I would just fall down because it hurt that bad. My doctor told me, you need to get up and do something. You need to move around. And I was working more hours than him. I was working about 16, maybe 18 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Mm-mm-mm.
I was working more than the doctor. And because I was so exhausted and so tired because I hadn't been sleeping, because I got stuck with one of my clients in a position that if somebody had walked in, I would probably have gone to jail or something. But I could not move for a long while. My client, all she did is rub my head. That's all she did because she knew something was wrong. Um,
Wow. And with that type of work, you had to like pick up on your clients and stuff like that,
yeah,
right?
because she had a stroke, and they wanted to put just see. I was with my clients in the hospital. So one client, I stayed with her in the hospital for 4 months. The nurses didn't do nothing. I did everything for her. I would tell them what's wrong with them, and they got her sick one time, but her son was a very high-powered physician. Well, he's over the physicians. He's higher than the physician, and he basically discarded what I was saying, you know. And with him discarding what I was saying, he almost lost his mother. I saw exactly what happened. I tried to tell them what happened. I tried to tell the nurse, "Oh, you cannot do that. That is disgusting. You cannot do that." And then I was telling them about the things that was happening with her and the different things. They totally discarded me acting because they just knew it was something. I'm like, dude, it's not that. It's really not that. I'm telling you what it is. They didn't want to hear me. They didn't want to hear me. But check this out. My boss pulled me back. She says, you're working too many hours. She says, I'm taking you down from all those hours. You don't do 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So I had 2 days off. And I tell you, the first day I walked out of there at 8 hours, the nurses had to take care of her until the other lady came that nighttime. Do you know they gave her a medication that had a hallucinogen that had her for 5 days. She was in space for 5 freaking days because they could not handle that woman.
Wow.
Handle her. No one could handle her but me. And they didn't understand how I did it because she was very feisty, kicking, biting, pinching, scratching, and they couldn't understand how no one could handle her but me without being mean or rough or nasty, or how she loved me so
So
much.
you was the best thing for her.
Mhm. But I wasn't going home with them. I wasn't going to go home with them. She got better. I was there all the way till she got better, to the day before they released her to go home. But I was not going to go home with her because I felt like, one, her husband needed help as well for his illness that was approaching, and two, I would be in a bad situation if she was doing something and tried to hit me and fell, or tried to kick me and you know what I mean? Or they spoke Russian, so I wasn't fluent in Russian. I could understand things. I could communicate with them, but I couldn't communicate good enough to know if she was telling him something, if they're speaking fast or whatever. And I didn't feel like that was a good place for me.
Yeah.
And then her husband was doing some stuff, and I was like, dude, you know I'm a domestic violence survivor? Boy, I might get a flashback on you. No, bro. You doing too much. You're doing way too much right here.
So you wasn't even comfortable.
No, so when they said they was releasing her the next day, that was my last day. They still owed me money. I didn't even care. Y'all keep that for her new help. Pay them a little more. She gonna need it. But they all loved me, the sons, even the one that discarded me. I tried to quit before. He would not let me quit. He was actually going to do my surgery for me for free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they had, when I say they was very well, let's say he's a very high-powered surgeon. I said physician, but he's a surgeon. The son is a very worked anesthesiologist. They had a clinic, not a doctor's office, but a whole clinic for their specialty themselves. Her other son was a pilot. She used to be a pediatrician, and her husband was a professional musician. So they were very, very rich.
Yeah, very wealthy family.
They had 2 houses right next to each other with glass window, the glass for the gate to go from backyard to backyard. And when I say houses, you get lost. The whole downstairs house was probably 4 apartments. Okay, the downstairs area was like 4 apartments just downstairs. I never went into any of their rooms or anything like that, but like a very, very, very big house. Both of them had it side by side. Well, they had a pond in the front. The son had a pond in the front of his house.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then go, they flesh out with the ground, those kind of pools. She had a waterfall in her backyard, like not just a rock waterfall. I mean, like a real pool waterfall, like man, mountain view.
And they lived out there where you're at, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I am a survivor. And guess what? I am a survivor who heals daily, because the biggest mistake that people in domestic violence or any type of situation make is saying that they're healed. When you say that you healed, you stop doing the work to continue to be healed. Because every day of your life, something can possibly trigger you. And you have to be able to handle those situations. So there's no such thing as ever being 100% healed from a death, an accident, a domestic violence, nothing. People doing you wrong or doing you bad. There's no such thing as ever being 100% healed, because each and every day of your life, because you cannot control other people, there is a chance that you can be triggered. And the only thing that you can do is work on yourself every day so that that trigger does not affect you and make you go backwards. So when people say they healed, you better get away from them because they stop doing the homework to get healed.
Mm-hmm.
Because you ain't gonna never blank out what nothing bad that happened to you unless you hypnotized. You
That's what
can't.
I said. Like even with the stuff with Diddy, I was like, I don't know if I can watch it because I'm a DV survivor too. Yeah, that's it, baby. And I'm like, I don't know if I can watch it because I'm not healed yet, you know? So it's a trigger.
Uh-huh.
Big
You can
time.
uh-huh. You can only imagine how me seeing him kick her with his feet affected me.
Okay. I don't think I ever been I don't remember the person that used to beat me. I don't remember him actually kicking me, but he used to take me and choke me out until I would pass out, y'all. And then he would wake me up, slapping the shit out of me.
Scared he didn't unalive you, so you gotta see if you waking up.
Yeah, and like I still had the marks to this day, like around my neck. I have like scratch marks all on my neck, um, from that. And he used to do this all the time. Wake me up, slapping the shit out of me, choke me until I would pass out. It's scary, you know?
Uh-huh. Trust me.
So,
I found out mine actually told me how he chokes me, where there would never be any fingerprints.
mm-mm-mm.
Baby. Huh.
Yeah, he used to be, and that was at a young age. He used to beat the shit out of me, you know? I'm glad I got away from that though, because I he used to watch. I guess when he was growing up, his stepdad used to beat on his mama, and I think that's where he got a lot of that from. You know, he had a lot going on in his life where he grew up, you know, and seen a lot, went through a lot, and I have too. But that I don't try. You know, I'm not gonna be a bad person because of the things that I seen, you know,
Right.
in my life and shit like that. But everybody not the same, you know.
That's a weak person. Thank you, Reed. Reed says she's sorry. We had to endure
Thank
and
you, Reed.
we should do one on that one day, Drika, just
Oh
about
yeah.
huh?
Yep, we can do that. Cause like what Sweet Mom be calling it the like the testimony Tuesdays.
Yeah.
I got a lot of testimonies, y'all.
Yes,
A
ma'am.
lot.
You've been through a lot and you've endured a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, we
And
both.
and I think that's why I'm so strong and you too, Robbie. You know,
I
but
I think you are stronger than me. I am going to give you your flowers because you have endured a lot that I
thank you,
probably would
sis.
not have endured. I endured
Yeah.
a lot that would may have prompted another person to cause self injury.
Mm-hmm.
But I chose not to. I chose to stay here. I chose to see my children grow. You know what I mean? I chose different. Uh, before my sister was, before my sister passed away, uh, she told me, she said, "You're a strong person." She said, "Because most people in my situation would have unalived themselves, somebody else, or been in prison. But me, I stayed on the street with a smile."
Yeah. And you know we gonna do a live on this. This might be our next live. We just gotta get everything together because, like even with me, I even attempted suicide a few times when I was younger. You know, a
Yeah.
couple times it was for attention. You know, and then at one point I really did want to die. Like I asked God, like, why am I here? Why, you know, if all of this is gonna happen to me, I've been through, I feel like I can't get out of certain situations that I'm in. You know, even when I try and I try to do the right things, nothing good come out of it, you know.
Yeah.
But I just started looking at things different as I got older, started maturing a little bit more, you know.
Yeah.
And I now I look at things different. I
I'm so
still,
glad.
no matter what. no matter what I go through, I always try to look at things in a positive way, and I have a lot of faith in God, and I be like, I'm gonna get out of this situation. I have faith, and that's what gets me through.
Yeah, because I would say this. I've known you. People say, "Oh, you don't know him. You just know him on the internet." Da, 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 da.
Mhm.
But let me tell you one thing. In my dating time, because I'm 46, going on 47. Amen. Amen. Can I get church? Amen.
Mhm. Thank God. Yep.
I have learned a man better by having a phone conversation with them over a long period of time, opposed to being in their face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, because people tend to put on a facade in the face after a period of time. They can keep the facade because you're not, especially if I'm not living with them or nothing like that. But before
Yeah.
with them, before you do it, you see this, and I only learned that later in life. You know what I mean? So a person
Mhm.
who likes to text and only wants to text me, we cannot have a conversation because I feel like you're hiding behind that keyboard to who you really are. So
Yeah.
I said that to say this. So people say you don't know them, you can't learn nobody. Me and Drika have been talking for a long time, like a
Yeah.
long time, and
Yeah.
we disclose things to each other that have gone no further than the two of us.
Yes.
I know Drika's heart. I know, how she is, and I know that the thing that hurts her the most is when she trusts someone and they put her in the middle of something, and she has to choose not to defer to either side of the situation. But then you question her loyalty because
Yes.
in the process of her trying to stay neutral, she's taken a beating from both sides. She's taken a beating. She's taken a beating. And then a person that she's taken a beating for then turns on her and beat, you know what I mean? So it's like a triple
Yes.
beating. And I know with her heart, she's so. I mean, you gotta know. She's just.
One thing about me, I am a very loyal person, and even to people that I
Oh,
shouldn't even be loyal to.
look, she said I'm a baby. Thank you.
Yes,
Mama.
she did.
My condolences on your sister Bobby and Queen Dree. We will have a purpose on this. You know what? I was going to tell. I'm glad you said that, Dree. I have gone through that, and I have sat with my grandmother, and I was like, "Gammy, I don't know what my purpose is." I said, "I'm so lost because most of my life I've been always trying to please other people. I'm in my relationships. I make sure that my mate is happy. I make sure we do what they want to do. My kids, I just make sure everybody is happy. So when somebody asks me, what do I like? What do I want? I don't know. And then when I have the time to do it, I don't want to do it because I don't know. I'm afraid to go out there in this crazy world now. You know what I mean? I don't have any friends. I don't have any family here. I don't have that. So I'm not going to go out alone. It's,
Yeah.
it's so now that I have the chance to, it's like I really can't. So it's crazy, crazy.
I think with me, I didn't got so used to being inside and not doing nothing. And I'm
Mhm.
a homebody anyway. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like dealing with people. I'm not. I might talk to y'all, but that's because I done got to know y'all, and I'm comfortable with y'all. But I don't like dealing with people.
It's
I really
scary.
don't like meeting new people, and
It's
I know that's
scary.
not good. But I be good in my little box, out from the world.
Yep.
Yeah, I know it's crazy, but
No, it's
it's just
because
how
once
I
it's
been.
scary. It's scary to meet new people because of all. Like if we hadn't been on this internet, I would have not known how people are.
Yeah.
This right here, this just these behaviors and these attitudes and these turning and this stuff and this conniving and the sneaking and
Yeah, I was like, what? I didn't know people could be like that messed up,
how
like
they
for
sit
real.
back and prey on you, Drika.
Yes. They
Oh
be
my,
thinking of things that like to do shit to people that I wouldn't even think to do. Like
Yeah,
shit that I wouldn't even think about
it.
doing.
I'm
No,
trying to
Reed,
tell you.
Robbie is not an Aquarius, but
Yeah,
I am a Aquarius.
okay, this is, and that's the funniest thing. My sign, you would never guess in a million years, because I am the exact. I do not like my sign's behavior, and so ever since I learned my sign's behavior at a very, 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 very young age, matter of fact, from my uncle, um, when I was very, very young, still teenage years, I decided to change. So I am
You are
nothing.
a Leo, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
only
you.
thing that I am like my sign is I take a lot. I take a lot. I take a hot. I take a lot. I take a lot. I take a lot. I take a
But
lot.
y'all let it build up. Well, I know
Mhm.
my brother is like that too.
That's the only trait of a Leo that I have, but I take more than the average Leo. And then my explosion is not as bad as the other Leos, unless it needs to be.
Oh, Reed, you a Aquarius. Yeah, we some good people. You know,
Yes.
until we get until somebody piss us off, they gonna see a whole like
Oh,
people like I'm sweet as candy, but when I'm pissed off, I
yeah.
turn into another person. Robin, no.
Yes, honey, yes. Reese say her oldest is a Leo, very quiet. Yeah, see, they're okay. So most Leos are hot-headed, selfish, inconsiderate. They just, whatever. Okay. So let me go ahead and okay. So I'm not selfish. I'm definitely not inconsiderate. I'm not hot-headed. Yes, I used to be hot-headed, but I was working on myself. But I do think I know a whole lot.
Yeah. That's the only thing, and I mean, it's not really a bad thing, um, because you will listen to other people too.
Yes.
But you'll debate.
When we get mad, we black out. Aquarius do too, because I sure do. And I think that's what
Yes.
changed me. Okay, so I remember 3 specific times I blacked out. And each time I blacked out, the first time I blacked out, I was ramming the girl's head into the wall, into a built apartment building. And when my mom stopped me, I picked up a rock to bust her in the head. Then the second time I blacked out was I I picked up everything that was not bolted down to the floor, including things that were too heavy for me to beat the person with. And the third time that I blacked out, I beat her like a pope with my cell phone that was in my hand. And my first son got to see me when I picked up everything that wasn't bolted down, and my baby boy saw me when I beat the girl with the cell phone. So my son says, "Well, I ain't worried about my mom as long as she got her cell phone." But in both of those instances, I was pushed. The first instance, I was a kid. The second instance, those aren't the only 2 fights I've had, but those are the ones that were the worst. The second instance where I picked up everything, I had no choice. She took off her glasses, put them down, and stood in front of me with her dukes up. And I was barely 125, 30 pounds at 5'11". You know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
extremely skinny because I had just went on this whole trip, this diet trip, where I was drinking only Red Bulls and water and eating and not a bag of Lay's potato chip, but a Lay's potato chip when my stomach would get sick. So I was extremely skinny. I have pictures on my Facebook back then when I was that skinny, and you can tell how skinny I was. I had on my Louis Vuitton belt, hat, and shoes, and my purse. Uh, Me and my sister-in-law was standing. Back then, that's when I was like, you could tell how really skinny I was, and I had lost a lot of weight. I went from like 18 down to probably a 6, 7, maybe a 8. I was
Oh, you was skinny, sis.
Yeah. And I looked at myself and I saw, like, even now when I lost all this weight this time, I saw if I see my collarbones sinking in or my shoulders, I can't handle that because it's like a trigger. I think of a drug addict when I see that. So if I see myself looking like that, I'm gaining my weight back.
Yes.
It's like a trigger to gain it back. I did it one time in my 67 years. You snap out of it and try to figure out how you got to where you are. Yes, and I be scared that I'm really gonna hurt somebody. I'm like, yeah, I was real tiny. I be so scared. I'm really gonna hurt somebody. I'm gonna see. Can I show you a picture? I be so scared. Man, I be scared. Drinker, you never really see. Oh yeah, you heard me mad before when they was messing with you because it hurt me because I know what you go
Yeah.
through. And you probably didn't know because I think you was off the phone. But some of the other girls was on the phone, and I cried. I cried like a baby because I know what you go through. I
Yeah.
know what you go through because I was there. The only difference with me and you is my mom and dad had went to Florida, so I was here by myself.
Yeah.
And it's like I had to allow people because I was afraid. I had to allow people to walk over me and do whatever they wanted to do.
Yeah, because you felt alone
I
and
was
stuff.
afraid. Yeah, my own man. Let me tell you, that's gonna be one of our whole things. That's what my book is supposed to be on, and I really have to go ahead and write that book because Berdia wants me to write a book for her about her son for her. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done because I always ask God what's my purpose, and He keeps leaving me with my thought and my past in my head, and I've discovered that I'm probably not going to get rid of it until
Yeah,
I.
or maybe you'll feel better like once you finally, release. It
Yeah,
might take you a while,
yeah.
you know.
Oh no, I
Because look
write.
at Open Book. Look at Open Book. She said like, you know, she felt better once she, released, and it took her a while to write, her book because it made her sad. It opened up some old wounds and stuff when she started writing and stuff. So it took her a while,
Mm,
but she's better now.
yeah. And see, it wouldn't take me long to write because when I write, I go. And then, but the thing of it is, I don't think about what I'm writing when I write, and so the the editing process for me be like, what did I mean when I say this? And then once I go in to edit it, guess what I do? I add in some more.
Yeah.
When I went back to college because I was 3 classes away from finishing, and when the domestic violence hit, I dropped out. It was too much. Plus, I had somebody that was um, it was just too much for me at that point. I basically almost had a breakdown. Um, but when I was in school, my English teacher, because I didn't have to take English 101. Going back to school after 20 years, I didn't have to take it. I was so happy. Uh, he told me I look forward to reading something from you. I had a B plus on my paper, and he said the only reason why he didn't give me an A is because nobody gets an A in his class because everybody can learn more and do more.
So that's
So
what's up. Yeah.
yeah. And then I was mad because he put me with a girl that had a lower grade than me, and he told me to let her take the ring. And I think he wanted me to do that just to see if she could get her grade up. Was it her group she had been with, or was it her? And I think he knew it was her because I was really disappointed. I was mad, and I told him, I said, "This is not my work. This is not how I do my work." And he was like, "I know."
Yeah, he knew that.
Yeah. So I was like, I didn't want it to affect my grade, but it didn't. I was, I was, I was good. I'm trying to find, girl, why on this stupid Facebook on the computer? Why I don't know nothing about it. I am over here trying to find how to show. I was gonna show Reed my
Your
picture, right?
photo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna show her the photo. Okay, I just found it. I couldn't even get to it. I'm trying to. I think I was trying to figure it out. Girl.
I don't know if I would ever be able to write a book on or anything with my life because I will overshare. I have that. I'm so bad at that, y'all. I overshare too much of my life because I'm really not ashamed. But
Yeah.
I do get mad when people bring up certain things in my life and try to use it against me.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
that's why I have not shared to this point. Okay, Reed, I'm gonna show you my picture. No, wait, don't go yet. Let me show you my picture real quick. I'm gonna show you. I was cute, but I was really very skinny.
Oh, you always have been pretty, Robert.
I was talking about my waist, girl. Look how
Yeah,
small.
I know you're talking about your weight.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Look
you
how
were small. Yeah, you
I'm
were
so
small.
tiny.
But you didn't look bad though.
No,
You
but I
didn't.
had little hips. I was shaped okay, but I think I got even smaller than that because I was getting stressed out. Um, this is why I don't like to go on here. God damn it. Damn it. This is why I don't like to go. Oh fuck.
Click that X. Yeah.
Yeah, why I don't like going on there. I'm glad there ain't that many people.
That wasn't nothing though.
Okay, good. Yep. But I was really tiny, and I had got even smaller than that to where my neck was showing.
Yeah, that was small though.
Yeah.
But you didn't look bad. You look cute on that picture.
Thank you. You see where my hand was literally around my waist, like
Yes.
without stretching. And that was, somebody. Yeah, I was small. Reed, 1957. I love you. I hope to see you more. I'm gonna try to go. I've been going live more, not as often, but a little bit more. I basically have to get back into the swing of teams because it's a lot working, having fibromyalgia, and then going live because it takes a lot of energy. And plus, 2 days this week, I had a certain something that was happening that kind of had me upset that had my fibromyalgia flared like really, really bad. It was really, really bad. Like really, really bad. Like really, 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 really bad. And so, but I'm gonna try to start coming back live. I don't care if I only have one person in here that's listening to me. That
Yep.
one,
We don't care.
yeah,
She just gonna start back going live. We motivating her. We here for her. You know.
yep. That one person means a lot to me because guess what? If I'm entertaining one person, that means I'm touching somebody that's not right next to me.
Yes.
You know?
And you doing what you like to do. You love to talk, you know. So going on live would be the best thing, you know. Get up there, talk, and
Girl,
show your videos.
because I can talk.
No, but hell, ain't nothing wrong with that, sis.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, Reed.
Yep.
We enjoyed you.
Sure did.
I don't know if she's still here.
Cool.
Reed.
Melissa Santana came in when we was watching the Karens. The Karens I was watching today was not the Karens that I was gonna, that I watch about the Karens that was getting their tails whooped. I was just showing some of the behavior that Karens have and letting people know that Karens are not just white women. Black women
Yeah.
are Karens. So I'm gonna say good night to you guys. Nobody's on right now, but we're gonna go ahead and end. Good night. Okay.
All right. Good
No,
night.
wait.